Hey y'all, Trinace here, and it is day 3. Remember, we combined days 1 and 2, and it's day 3. We are purging one thing. And I know you were waiting. I'm going to show you what I'm purging. I got a couple of spaces upstairs I always show you. So I'm going to show you one of them here. But first, let's talk about, just for some encouragement, this principle of refusing. If even if you don't have any physical spaces this week to declutter and to clear out, you can always refuse something. It's so funny. I am in a season of no. Shonda Rhimes says, make it your year of yes. I'm in a season of no, because I have needed to take things off of my plate and take things off of my head and my heart so that I'm not as weighed down by them, so that I could breathe easier and make more room for the things I want to do in this season, or even that I feel like I need to do. I get to prioritize and move some things out of the way when I'm not afraid to use the word no. This principle is effective when it comes to you and clutter, outer space clutter, that you would dare to refuse certain things that people are giving you free. Oh my gosh. Or, that you're just given. So the book again that we are using is 6 weeks to zero waste. And it's a really good encouragement. I don't know that you have to do all 6 weeks. I'm not. I'm taking the principles from the book to incorporate them into my life. And the first principle is to refuse, to say no to some things. And so I want you to think about, your inner child, your inner 6-year-old, when you were taught stranger danger and you said no to anything that was offered you from someone that you didn't love and trust, right? I want you to begin to practice that in your mind and with your mouth so that you can say no thank you to things that are given. Let me give you some examples, and I pray I don't need my glasses for this. But let me give you some examples. So receipts, I already told you that on days 1 and 2. Receipts, over half are likely to contain chemical. Did you know that? Chemical waste on them. Chemical BPA is what they call it, and cannot be recycled anyway because of the type of paper that it is. So it's better if someone would text you or email you your receipt. Straws, of course, maybe the one straw that you use, but even if it's not a paper straw, those plastic straws have to go somewhere. They have to be recycled. And so you can literally just say no to a straw, or I have bought now metal straws that I can continue to wash and clean out with a straw cleaner. um, Take away coffee cups. And so you can refuse take away coffee cups by bringing reusables with you. So I have a reusable water bottle. I bring my coffee cup from home and I try to use that whenever possible. And of course, if you can't, then we'll get to another R later about recycling. But these are just some of the things that you might be able to say no to. Flyers and leaflets. When people try to give you a flyer, they will produce less of them if they know they're not being received. Business cards. There are some really fancy ways now you can use apps and your phone to capture people's business information. How many of you have a drawer full of business cards that you either have never used or only used once and put it in your phone and now you don't need it anymore? Saying no to that is really important. And then, of course, like paper bags. And I know that we use these paper bags, tell the truth, shame the devil, for trash cans at home, and all of that. But if you like me, you got too many of them. You don't need all that you have, right? So starting to use paper or plastic reusable grocery bags so that you don't have to accept those plastic bags. All of that is saying no to something. And if all of us said no more often, people would say, oh, they don't want that, they don't need that, and they would make less of it. Okay, that's my lesson on refusing. Just think about this week what you can refuse to bring less stuff into your house. We talked about freebies and all of that stuff on the last time. So today is day 3, and you are purging one thing, and you have made a decision about whether you're just going to do your outer space or whether you're going to ask yourself some emotional space questions, some time questions. Those are the ones I'm focusing on this week because I can't talk about everything, but everything is in your guide. I want to just ask one of the emotional questions right now before I show you my space, my outer space that I'm working on. Bullet 2 on page 5 says, identify the negative emotion that invades your internal space most often. So, if we're talking about taking up space and decluttering, inside of you, what negative emotion shows up? What emotion? Maybe it's sadness. Maybe it's you give it the terminology of depression. What is your terminology? There are no wrong answers here. Um, Maybe it's anger. Maybe you interpret it as unforgiveness. We learn on the wheel of emotions what the core emotions are and then what can come out of them. But term it how you will. What are you feeling that you feel is negative most often? And so that's the first question. The follow-up is to ask yourself what is happening typically that brings about this emotion. And when is the first time you recall feeling it? Those are important questions because you get to analyze, when am I feeling this? What's happening around me? So that possibly you can alter some space around you. You can clear out some space around you so that you can feel this negative emotion less, so that you can manage your emotions better. And then when is the first time you recall feeling it? That's important because a lot of times this stuff is deeper than just what happened yesterday. It's deeper than just what happened with this current relationship. A lot of times it's a lot deeper than that. So just start there. There are other questions, of course, they lead to other questions and they are listed on your guide. Listen, that's why you need the guide. Did I jump right in? Yes, I jumped right in because it's day 3 and I want you to end up not just looking at your outer spaces, but your inner spaces. Those questions, all of that information is for you in the guide. If you don't have it already, please go get it at TrenaceRichardson.com/purge. Again, TrenaceRichardson.com/purge. This is your opportunity to clean up, clear out, declutter your body, your mind, your spirit, and your physical spaces. Purge one thing at a time. Don't try to do the whole world. I have been working on emotional space, and I have also thrown some things away this past week. But let me show you what I'm going to tackle. There are 3 spaces I'm going to tackle. I'm going to tackle my office closet, my bedroom closet, and then this pantry. So this is the one I'm going to show you right now, the pantry. So it looks like it's decent, right? So let's see. I don't know how to do this. All right. So, but it's got electronics, it's got cereal, it's got food, and it's got games galore. And then just some stuff at the bottom. I think it's some t-shirts down there because, I'm doing all the things. So there's a closet for all the things. And my husband doesn't like clutter, so stuff gets hidden in a closet. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm going to take a picture of that. I'm going to post it on social media. I am going to send it to you all. I want to hear from you. I want to know what your physical outer spaces are, or even your emotional spaces or your spiritual spaces are that you are clearing out and decluttering. This is going to be a conversation. I want you to watch the videos. I want you to do your work, but I also want you to communicate and share with me. So I'm going to go ahead and take my picture. I'm hoping that you do yours. Yay, I'm under 10 minutes. I did it. Welcome to day 3. Talk to you soon. Bye.